y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's feeling good and great and all of that shit. Well, you know, we are in our final days of fall and winter is slowly upon us. So embrace. Well, anyway, y'all know how I do it. Let's jump right into it. And today is Sex Tip Tuesday. Bitch, sex tip Tuesday. Bitch. So look, I want y'all. Okay, I got this clip from Trappin Anonymous. The host is Chris Styles. I do like this content. He's on all types of things. So I want y'all to listen to this really quickly.
I'm like, no, I'm not a twerker. Then he asked me my name. He asked me my age. I told him, I said, my name is Christina. I'm 14. And he just was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not 14. I guess because I looked older. After that, he got up a little bit closer to me and he put his hands in between my legs. I was wearing a short skirt, so he was able to do that. And I let him do it, you know, because I felt like if this is what it's going to take to get a boyfriend, I was like, okay. So he did that. Once he did that, he asked me to get in the car and holler at his homeboy. His guy friend was already sitting in his car, but he was sitting in the driver's seat. So I got in the car. And immediately, I ended up taking my underwear off and I put them underneath the seat because I knew in my mind that we were probably going to have sex. And I thought that's what, I needed to do to get ready. I get into the car. It's the guy sitting in the front seat, big guy, big black guy. And he asked me the same thing. He was like, what's your name? Where are you from? How old are you? I said, my name is Christina and I'm 14. So then that's when he was like, okay, lean back. So I leaned back against the door. He asked me to put one leg behind the steering wheel and my other leg behind the driver's seat. And then that's how we had sex. Once I had sex with him, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, this is cool, Once I had sex with him, then that's when the first guy who I talked to, who was standing by the car, that's when he got into the car. And then he was like, get in the back seat. He got in the back seat. He stripped butt naked, like took all his clothes off. I got in the back seat with him. I had sex with him. So I was thinking, okay, well, this must be the last guy. So as I'm getting ready to get out of the car, it's a 2-door car. So I'm pushing the seat in front of me to like get out. All of a sudden, the guy, tall, slim, black guy, he come walking up and he began to push me back into the car. He was like, it's my turn. So I was like, okay. So I ended up getting back in the back seat, had sex with him. Then I thought, well, okay, that's number 3. So I'm done. So then once he was done, he got out the car and another guy got in, tall, dark skinned. He had long locks, had sex with him. And then after I had sex with him, he was like, can we do this again? Like once you're done. And I was like, do what again? He was talking about have sex again. So I told him, yeah. And then after that, I ended up getting out the car and I ended up walking away with both of the 2 last guys that I had sex with. So then once I did that, we ended up walking back towards where one of the guys lived, but we ended up stopping at a house that was next door to his. And then we had sex on the side of the house with those 2 guys. I had sex with those 2 guys. One of the guys, the one that was pushing me back into the car to say, hey, wait, it's my turn. He tried to have like anal sex with me, but it's just too painful. After I finished with them, I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to go home. So I began to walk home. And then on my way walking home, another man had stopped me. So this was guy number 5. This guy, he stopped me. He was on a bicycle. He asked me the same thing. What's your name? How old are you? I was like, my name is Christina. I'm 14. All of them were pretty much saying the same thing. They couldn't believe that I was 14. But, it is what it is. So as we're walking to my house, because at this point, I'm about maybe 5 blocks over from where I live. So we're walking down the street. He's on his bicycle going really, really slow. He was telling me that I shouldn't be out that late, so that's why he wanted to walk me home. So as we're walking home, I thought in my mind, well, let me cut through an alley so he wouldn't really figure out where I live or whatever. But in doing that, that gave him an opportunity to have sex with me too. So after the fifth guy, I ended up going home, got in the shower. I was getting ready for school.
So it's a lot to unpack here. So first of all, let's go back. She also said that when she was 4, I forgot the other one, but I do remember this one. When she was 4, her mother, because her mother had her when she was really young, she was a teenager, and clearly they are friends or somebody. I don't know if it was a relative. I can't remember who it was, but they always in the bed, and her mother woke up with some man in between her motherfucking legs. Her as 4 years old, licking her motherfucking pussy. She said the mother got the machete, tried to, do what she did when she had to do with, whatever. And it was another situation that happened too, but I can't remember. But I'm gonna have the down in the description where you can go watch the whole thing. Because trust me, you need to watch the whole thing. I just took like a quick little 4-minute clip from it. So she's 14 years old, and she told herself and that she was going to go find her boyfriend. So she said she put on her tightest, whatever the fuck. She walking outside. And, the guys approached her, whatever. Then it was 1, and it was 2, then it was 3, and it was 4. And then she met someone, and then it was 5. And boom, there it is. But there's just so much to unpack. Like, I feel, for me, talking to people who have been sexually assaulted or molested, and, sometimes it be a reoccurring situation that happens with these people. I don't know if it's like an aura that they may give off, or it's just like on the experience. I don't know. That don't happen to every person who have experienced this horrible situation, but some do experience it like over and over again. My question would be like, I wonder what got into her mind at 14 that getting a boyfriend and putting on really tight clothes at 14. And these was grown men that was having sex with her. And she told them all that she was 14. I want to know what got in her mind to get her to say that, and also with the clothes that she had on. Like, I wonder. But then again, let me also tell y'all something about myself. Like, when I was young, like, I always had like nice little body, always been body up in tea. So I was dressed like really provocatively. Like, I'm an artist, so I'm a designer. I used to paint my bras and wear the shit, like, because at the time, back then, like wearing a bra outside with a blazer was like the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 80s, like there was something that we actually did, and wear like little tight skirts and stuff like that. I do remember my mother used to say, like, that's how girls get raped. You know what I'm saying? I wish she would have gave a little bit more context, but that is what she said. And thank God I never experienced anything like that. But so I do understand that when you're a young girl and you come into this body and you look at yourself and you marvel at yourself and be like, and also we have to put this into it as well, is the media. Like, you see so much stuff on TV, but most of that stuff is for adults, not for children. Right? It's not for you to be dressing super provocative or wearing little shorts. Because, in a man's mind, when they see you, although, they could, after they talk to you, they know you a young ass girl. They see you, and maybe you made they dick jump, and now they're gonna try to pursue. And even if they pursue you and they realize that you a young girl, some of these motherfuckers will still fuck a young girl. That's why women, y'all do not know your man. Yeah, I mean, I pray that you got everybody got them like a good one, but some of these motherfuckers is nasty, grimy as and all the other ones who have done shit like that and sex trafficking and all the things that go with the children and all the shit that be going on. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why it is valuable that we have these types of conversations. But mind you, like I said, her mother had her when she was 16, 17. So she's a baby. You know what I'm saying? And she said her mother did her best. Like she kept her in a whole bunch of things. And she said she was in some type of program, and when she got the program, she'd be outside fucking somebody. Like in the fucking in the parking lot of the place that she just came out from the after school program. We really have to talk to young girls about their value, about their bodies, and also young men too, so they won't grow up and do disgusting shit like that. And also to tell men to have value like within themselves, to where they, just because somebody come along and they want to give you something, or they got something to give you, that you just accept it, like sexually. Like, no. This is why we have to have these conversations. And also with alcohol, and although that wasn't her situation, I'm just saying, especially with alcohol and all these people getting high and all the young people getting high, experiment, or you getting high, you drinking and whatnot, and then it be predators all around you and you don't even know it. To teach our children to be observant, to always, regardless of whatever you're doing, because we don't have no control over when they get outside, they're gonna do what the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's that you are installing morals and values in them, and also some serious hard life lessons, as well as teach them how to motherfucking fight. They gotta know how to fight. Kids cannot be out here not knowing how to fight, because you're gonna have to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just because you learn how to fight that you walk around like, you know what I'm saying, that you gonna beat everybody's ass and all this sort of shit. I'm not saying that, because that's not what we're doing. But to be able to protect themselves. But this poor young lady, oh wait, she also said this shit. Are you listening? Why she said that one guy was having sex with her, he had a condom on, and it was another guy waiting. Why she said the guy took the condom off. The other guy didn't have a condom. He motherfucking took the other dude's condom while he emptied out the fucking condom and reversed it and put it on his dick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Real life story. She just said it. And she also said that, because y'all have to go watch the whole shit. She also said that she that she was having sex, and some guy, I guess he wanted to condom, he didn't have a condom. He looked on the floor. There was like some sort of plastic or a plastic bag or something. He took the plastic bag. Who knows if the shit dirty? Who knows what the fuck? And he wrapped his dick around it and put it inside of her. Man, if y'all don't have these conversations, and it's not hard, I guess for some people, whatever. But no, you got to get that shit out of your mind as a parent, out of your fucking mind, regardless of whatever you may have went through as a young person or as a child, whatever the fuck. Those are your experiences. And it's okay to share your experiences with your, or maybe not your experiences, or I don't know how you want to go about it. You know what I'm saying? But give them an example of things that could possibly fucking happen. The good thing about this young lady, why she turned herself over to God. See, God is always the all answer. The things that you need to go, the spirits that you need to have, and that is the spirit of God all over you. She got that. She's married. You know what I'm saying? I think she said she's a speaker. I'm not sure, but and another lesson tip. Her mother was 16, 17 years old. Having children at a young age is you a fucking child. How the fuck you gonna raise her? You don't even know your fucking self. Not to say that you can't overcome a whole bunch of shit, because you can. We all can. But it's all about that mindset and whatnot. But you still a kid. Putting yourself in an unfortunate motherfucking situation. So we can prevent unwanted pregnancies by having these conversations. Not only unwanted pregnancies, STI. She didn't say, she didn't talk about that. I guess she didn't get into that. Or and also HIV and AIDS. Like this shit is all real. But she said she didn't have. Well, she didn't say that, but clearly she don't. I'm assuming. That she didn't contract those diseases. But this is a real thing. Life is happening in real motherfucking time. And the more that you pussyfoot around with your fucking children or young people that the more you putting them in jeopardy. And maybe she was looking for love. She never really said. She just said, I'm getting me a boyfriend. But she had some tragic things happen to her sexually as a young kid. Now she's still a kid, but now she was 14. Now she want a boyfriend. And she thought that this is the way about going about it. So we also got to teach kids how to interact with one another and being nice and kind and all that shit. And being respectable. And not thinking that by you having sex with a guy that's gonna make him love you or some shit, because that's definitely not it. He young, his dick hard, like, and you have to go, and we also have to talk to young girls about like how, like, as a young man, oh girl, he ready, willing, that dick is he ready. So have these conversations. Do not divert from or shy away from having these conversations with your children about this, because we have to. See the what? Like I said, unwanted pregnancy, STIs, uh, uh, AIDS, HIV. You know what I'm saying? Self-esteem, high regard for self, having God in their lives, and giving them real life motherfucking examples in life. Talk about shit that's happening, or some shit that may have happened to you, or some shit that you've seen, or something like that. That offers this life lesson. You can't sit here with your mouth closed like mom's the word, or just keep throwing your children in the shit, thinking that that's the. And just because you throw your kids in some shit, it be some nasty ass motherfuckers in that shit too. Y'all be seeing like all of it be a lot of Caucasians that be teachers and shit having sex with their goddamn students. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is all about, but yeah. But they on a whole different level sexually. I don't even know why black people listen to them sexually. I don't understand that shit. Once you know how they get what girl, no, you can't tell. No, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, but God bless that young lady. I'm so happy for her. I'm so glad that she got God in her life, and she had a testimony and she's sharing her story. And she also said something too that I was like, She said it felt good. I'm like, I mean, not to dig deeper, but like, cause I don't think, but I don't know, that these men were being kind and gentle with her body. If they got you in the back of a car and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? So how good could it actually feel? I think that she probably could. Now, this is just my take on it. That sometimes some people can convince themselves that something is good when it's actually not. they mind manipulating their motherfucking self. And mind you, it could have been. But at 14, do you really know what good sex is, though? Because sex is reciprocated. Because I'm sure, like, they looking at you as a young lady like you like a little whore. Like you something to fuck on. And when a man's dealing with something that they just to fuck on, it's just a, I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. I'm about to bust my nut. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But shout out to her. And God bless her. For real, for real. And I'm grateful for her for telling her fucking story. She's very courageous and all of that. And people need to share their stories so that the younger generation, the ones that's coming behind you, they know. You know? Well, anyway, y'all, my name is Rill. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, I thought I had this down. I forgot. Y'all know my name is Rill. I was right. My name is Rill. I'm intimacy coach / seduction with the service called Seductive Art. And February 26th, I will be having my Seductive Art workshop. It may be virtual and maybe in person. I'm still debating that, but I will definitely keep y'all abreast of that. As well as I am an author. The title of my book is called Quickie, a 7 short erotic story. Read while you fuck while you read. As well as I am an designer. The name of my brand is Real Nice by Rill. I'll be sending some things on TikTok really soon. I'll be keeping y'all abreast of that. And if I resonate with you, you know what to do. Please hit that, click that. I would appreciate that. And y'all know how we leave this motherfucker. Be kind, be gentle, be thoughtful, be supportive, be ambitious, be outspoken, be a part of your community, be about your motherfucking money, be grand, be fierce, be hopeful, be kind, be humble, be confident, be of goodwill, be of a great spirit, be one with God, be happy, be all these great things. We is over here on the highway to the Most High. In the midst of you doing all of that, don't you fold, don't you think twice, don't you people around the corner. And that is, you always be you. Because God made you perfect just as you are. Until we meet again, y'all have a great night.